My name is John. I'm 23 years old now, but this happened to me when I was a kid on November 8th, 2020. And I swear to you, this is one of the reasons I still can't stand clowns. I grew up in a small, quiet neighborhood. Nothing dangerous, nothing weird. Just a normal place where every kid played outside until the streetlights came on. Every road in our neighborhood dead-ended into a half-circle park. Behind that park were the woods, and behind those woods, an old railroad track. It sounds creepy now, but back then, it all felt normal. When we were younger, we spent almost every day in the front part of those woods. We never went too far back. That was the one rule. But honestly, we never needed to. The front area was bright, open, and safe. It was our place. That day, it was me, my brother Jimmy, my best friend Sarah, and my brother's friend Ian. We were building a dam in the creek like we had done 100 times before. Nothing out of the ordinary. Eventually, the boys got hungry and went back to Ian's house to grab snacks. Sarah and I stayed behind to finish our little camp area by the water. We thought we were being responsible, finishing the job. Looking back now, we should have left with them. As we were moving rocks, I suddenly felt something wrong, like this heavy, cold pressure on my chest, the kind you feel when someone's eyes are on you. I stood up, and that's when I saw it. About 30 feet away, behind a bush, I saw a pattern, red and blue. Not clothes I recognized, not something any of us were wearing. As my eyes adjusted, I realized exactly what it was. A clown. Standing still, watching us. My heart dropped so fast I felt sick. We locked eyes, and in that frozen moment, I knew something was horribly wrong. He was wearing a matching jumpsuit, and he held a huge knife in his hand. Not a prop, a real knife. Long, sharp, dirty. I grabbed Sarah by her shirt and yanked her up. The second she saw him, her face went pale. We didn't say a single word, we just ran. We sprinted through the woods as fast as our legs could move, branches cracking behind us, footsteps hitting the ground, heavy breathing that wasn't ours. The clown was following us. We burst out of the woods, onto the park grass, and up Sarah's street. Ian and Jimmy were already outside and saw us coming. They started laughing when we screamed the word clown. They thought we were messing with them. We weren't. We reached the middle of the street just as Sarah's dad, Danny, ran out of the house. He heard us screaming and thought we were fighting or something. He told us to stop fooling around, but we were crying so hard we couldn't talk. The boys finally caught up. We were trying to explain what we saw, and Danny was getting frustrated, thinking we were making it up. And then he saw it himself. A yellow, beat-up Pinto rolled out of the dead-end road by the park and pulled up right next to us. Inside was the same clown. No hat this time. Face paint smeared, knife still in his hand. And he leaned out of the window, smiling, telling us to come here. Danny shoved all of us toward the house. He started running too. I had never seen a grown man look that terrified. The car sped off down the street and disappeared. Danny called the police. We gave statements. For weeks, cops patrolled our neighborhood and our park. We were never allowed to play there again. A few months later, the city cut down most of the woods, opened everything up so you could see straight through to the train tracks. They said it was for safety, but we knew the real reason. Sarah and I talked about what happened for years, until the day she passed. It was the one thing that connected us forever. If Danny hadn't stepped outside when he did, if that car hadn't gone down the dead-end street where we were standing, if just one of us had been alone in those woods, I don't think all four of us would still be alive.